moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now!
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
Catch is cat, but cat is cat. I mean, cat. Just once, try seeing things from my point of view. Confringo. Defender. Potato. Stupid.
Well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously...
I must say, I enjoy it.
A kindred, dear.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my...
Just to be clear, what...
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least 1 day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly.
Why would you enter in?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on... One doesn't really understand the value of an audience.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying bug. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos?
Would you agree?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with... You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding a
Revelio.
clubhouse playmate.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so...
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up...
Another shopkeeper, St. Mungo's. Penny, please stop holding your breath.
Oh, please forgive Penny.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on?
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back...
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need...
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Singh, Penny will wait right here.
Revelio. Officer Singer, I have some...
Ah, good to see.
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted...
Cassandra.
Well, yes, she said she did, but I think you might have missed the bit about the dungeon.
No, I heard.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great... In any event, these are serious... Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear...
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with...
Stop her!
Bombarda! Defender!
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student. What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Revelio. Protego. Stupid. Glacius! Confringo! Confringo!
Such a sad excuse for a fight.
Confringo!
Confringo! Defendo!
Luck is about.
Levioso! Confringo!
Confringo! Stupid! Defendo! Bombarda! Confringo!
Ah, I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours. She's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio. Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the...
Thank you.
Best of luck to you as the newest...
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now...
Oh, well, Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult... Penny promises to work as hard as she can.
Penny, I found an item of clothing in the dungeon that I'd like to give you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. You deserve it.
Of course, Penny will be staying on and manage...
Penny, you're free. You can do any...
But all Penny has ever wanted to do is run a shop with a friend.
If that's what you want to do, Penny, then nothing would make me happier. I'm genuinely glad...
Penny is too. All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop.
I choose stitches and...
Excellent choice.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every...
Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Dark wizards are greedier than...
Muggles have made life hard for us since the dawn.
You don't ever want to hide.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Need I remind you that you are studying at Hogwarts and not... become an aura at this rate. So get your head out of your butterbeer and into a blasted wizarding book!
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
You don't know. You do know. Anne has no one. I only hope she can forgive me. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Revelio.
Sebastian.
Protego. Ominous.
What a mess. I can't believe it. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and she was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the I don't want to lose...
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do it.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. We'd only be punishing Anne as well. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
can do this. I can do this. They will want...
About what you told me in the Great Hall. I would like to speak with you. Meet me in the Undercroft as soon as you can.
Is this where we're meeting the centaur?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a...
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll...
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere?
I suppose they are known for having an...
That's exactly the right word.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do.
Yes, of course. We'll meet with them, tell them about the snitch...
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about them?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now, and I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
I'm glad you came.
Sebastian, I've received your owl. What's happened?
Ominis spoke with Anne about what happened with my Uncle Solomon. She believes I should pay for what I did, but she won't turn me in. She said the guilt I'll have to live with is punishment enough.
I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you know that you can at least try to move on now.
The thing is, I think I've lost my sister, my twin, forever. I can't blame her. I couldn't really blame any of you if you gave up on me entirely. You all believed in me, and I let you all down.
Anne may just need some time. Surely one day.
I hope you're right. I realize I can't undo what's been done, but I can try every day to make up for it.
Well, it wasn't easy. But I believe in you, Sebastian. I've had a sense...
Seems so long ago. Thank you. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
What are you up to now?
That's it.
Are you familiar with the hamlet of Irondale? It's south of the castle. I think the cave that Doran wanted us to find is near there.
I still can't believe we escaped.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you...
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I... She likely told other professors, and unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving.
If she knew more about what you've done...
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let...
I'm sorry. Has Officer...
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be...
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
We were on our way home. When we surprised it, one of them saw me, just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, and then he was gone.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had... My mother and I tried to go on without him, but... A few years later, we left to come to...
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge...
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is...
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been...
He was. Truly, we all have our burdens.
Yes, I remember. Ring?
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. We are making progress. And thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Must have snuck in after I fell asleep.
Pardon me, sir.
Come. She's robbed almost everyone now.
I'm not sure I know.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine. Right. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize.
What exactly was the family?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old.
I could keep an eye out for the thief.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is Besides, the thief, my sister, only...
What do you have for sale?
Black, I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catherine will steal the eyebrow.
Revelio.
Your face, she will.
I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty once night falls. Revelio.
That's what the authorities are for, they say. Huh, try finding one.
Certainly, but at what cost?
Anyone casting...
Now that it's night,
Tom, I have come upon a difficult time, and I need a friend.
Revelio.
It's you. Oh, I can't thank you enough for...
Hello, Mrs. Rabe. How is Mr. Rabe doing?
He's resting at the moment.
He's lucky I found him.
We both are. Promise me you'll stay safe.
Don't worry, Mrs. Rabe.
Yes, I believe you.
Revelio.
Hello. It's good to see you, my friend.
Revelio. more gold. I must be getting closer.
Well, mine a plum. You will regret coming here.
Imperial! Ranrockers Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. I should investigate. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Bombarda. Accio. Flipendo. Depulso. Descendo. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Levioso. Bombarda. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Aban. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.